It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's Week 6 in the NFL as we join you from MetLife Stadium.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
The Giants snap it up at the 26. It's intercepted. I know this never happened, and your Decker. Packers, Giants coming up on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 6 matchup.
Both teams played well last week, Phil. They both won. I don't know how much of a factor that'll be, but we're getting set for kickoff.
It's always a factor. When you play well, it makes you believe in what you're doing. And when you believe, that even makes you better than your talent level. So this is going to be fun to watch.
And a flag comes out. First down at the 40. Beckham, he's in the clear. The 20, the 10, in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
He made it.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Rodgers set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. Rodgers from the shotgun. Rodgers, a foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. They answer right back, Phil, with a touchdown of their own in the early going.
Yeah, a lot of confidence down there in the field on both sides. And the offenses, they got to be feeling good. Here you are tied early in the game, first quarter, and this could be an offensive explosion here today.
The Packers with a PAT to tie the contest. Add the extra point. The kick is good.
Beckham's got a chance for a return. Keeps churning ahead. The Giants
now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Jordy Nelson with the grab. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
The Giants now will tack on the extra point. Makes the PAT. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
And so now they'll bring out Malone to punt. And the punt is kicked out of bounds.
The Giants will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
2 hands on the football and has the catch.
And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds. They continue to move the football here in the first quarter, moving inside the 30.
Yeah, nice job so far here. The quarterback is off to a good, solid start. Nice play calls, and they're just marching down the field.
The Giants now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Roethlisberger's going to take off with it. Nelson had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. Here's a look at the Giants offense. This is one of the top 10 passing attacks in the NFL this year.
A short field goal try on the way.
Drives it through for the field goal. That field goal increases the lead here early in the first.
Yeah, they're really playing well, and I like the fact that they decided to kick that field goal. Keep the positive energy on your side.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. The Packers have it at the 24. Slashes to the left side. And he races out of bounds at that point.
Phil, you always talk about establishing the run early, and they do it with that one big play.
Oh, they sure did. This offensive line and that play, they put a whipping on the defensive linemen and linebackers that time, and a good job by the running back taking advantage of it.
First down at the 45. He's taken down at the 47. And now a look at the Packers offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once. The Packers decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Tight ends in motion here. 2nd and 8. Throws the pass.
Incomplete as he was looking short.
Here's the Giants. Defense stacks up, specializing in taking the football away, and as a team overall, 2nd in the league in turnover differential. The Packers now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Pass is intercepted. He's brought down.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Giants' offense has been the rage here early in this game, and if this defense isn't careful, this game's going to be over in a hurry here, Phil.
Well, I got some ideas for the defense. Don't sit back anymore. Send them on. Just catch that in for the touchdown.
They've built up a nice lead, and we're still only midway through the first quarter.
Jim, it is a good lead midway in the first quarter, and wow, the offense is hot. The quarterback, everybody playing well right now, and I don't know what's going to stop them.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. The Packers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Second and short following the run. Playing press coverage to the outside. And Rodgers will hand it off. Still not taken down. On his way. And he's brought to the ground.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Here they come back to the line after the 50-yard gainer on the previous play.
Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun.
Dunbar on the receiving end. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The catch is made by Lance Dunbar.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal. Handoff made. Not able to get away from Pierre-Paul.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown. They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Mayo's the one who made the big stop.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The defense on its heels. Football sits at the 5-yard line. Third and goal from the 5. Looking at every option. The quarterback taken down by Hankins.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick. And that's a big sack down near the goal line. Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Beckham is going to test the coverage here. Gets out past the 30. Brought down near the 35. The Giants offense is back out there and ready to continue to roll as they've done so far in this game, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, they have been rolling. And here's what I want to see. What is the defensive side? What's the defensive coordinator going to do to stop these offenses? He needs to change, go to a different plane of attack. If he does, I think it'll catch the offense off guard.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The give out of the eye. Lawrence Timmons makes the tackle. Second down and 6. Clay Matthews has a sack.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances when you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job that time by the defensive front.
Now looking at third down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Got a flag down here. And that's a gain of 10. The Giants are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Roethlisberger's had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. Second down and 8. Roethlisberger's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Ease, touchdown, New York Giants. Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
Made right around the 26-yard line. Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Giants official. Ben Roethlisberger's injury will not prevent him from returning to this game, guys. They're saying he's cleared to head back in as soon as he feels comfortable. Back to you.
The Packers bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Heaving it down the field. And McCourty nearly picks that pass off. Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
It'll be third down. The Packers come to the line with a bunch set. From the gun, Rodgers. The Packers get a first down. First down and 10. Catch made. And that's a gain of 9. That's his first reception today.
The Packers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Second down after that pass play. Here's the handoff. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 46. Makes the catch. He's brought down at the 46. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
He's got the catch.
You know, when you're catching the football, there's nothing like catching the pass, whether it's short or long, and breaking a tackle and getting a couple extra yards. That makes the quarterback have some confidence in you, and he'll start looking for you more.
Rodgers now completed 4 in a row. Here's the first snap after the big play. Rodgers from the shotgun. Finds his mark.
The Packers offense, they go with the pass down here in the red zone. They throw the ball and it's completed, but it doesn't fool the defense. It gets very little yardage.
Rodgers, completion percentage 70% on the day. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line. The Packers come to the line and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun. Scanning the field. Rodgers, touchdown, Green Bay Packers. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. Inside of the uprights. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Robinson's running this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Giants offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
First down at the 21. Screen. Reaches out and snatches it. Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and 11. Beckham is going to secure the handoff. The Packers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Third down on the way. The Giants will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. And the pass is thrown away. The Giants will punt the football. fields it cleanly and starts his return. They bring him down in the middle of the field at the 50.
The Packers know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
They'll set up now at midfield. First down at the 50. The give. Maluga's able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it. Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think they're going to throw it short.
The Packers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. It's third down coming up.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Corners are backing off here. Rodgers going to take it from the gun. The Packers now move the chains.
Coaches love it when there's a pass thrown and whoever catches that ball, if they can break a tackle, that's just some extra yards, and that's what you're looking for, and that's what it takes to be a winning football team.
Rodgers, completion percentage 70% on the day. Stands in the pocket. Rodgers going to take off with it. Ball is out. A recovery by the defense.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
The Giants got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 8. That will bring us to the end of the second quarter here in East Rutherford. We'll take a break and be ready for the start of the second half in just a moment. The second half is officially underway. Teo with the tackle. That return's good for about 23. The Packers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Hightower's there to take him down.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Scans the field. Nice catch. That's his first reception today.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. From the gun, Rodgers. Looking across the middle, locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
First and goal from the 4. Trying to plow ahead. Hightower's going to make the tackle.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Second and goal. Fowler's going to take the handoff now.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Coming up to the line at the 2. Third and goal to go from the 2. And a flag comes out. Roughing the passer call gives the offense 15 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, and it was a terrible roughing the passer that time. He absolutely took 2 steps before he hit the quarterback. You can see when he lets the ball go. When you see him let it go, pull up.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Toss to the outside. And Curry's all over that offense and brings him down. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Packers official. Right now, all they will say is it's an upper body injury and that he will not be returning. Back to you. In addition, the staff won't confirm an exact timeline for his return right now, guys, but he will be dealing with this injury for at least a couple weeks.
They're going to run it on the toss.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
And it's batted down.
It's a nice play at that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away. Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
Beckham's got it on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Giants come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
This will be second down. They're going to the hurry. Roethlisberger from the gun. Looking long. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Roethlisberger's got everybody split out wide. Roethlisberger's running away from the pressure. Gains 17.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
First down at the 40. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room.
defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Room to work. That's a gain of 6.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 3rd down and 3. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Giants will go for it here on 4th down and short. Handoff out of the eye. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The Giants with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, this guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
The play clock's running down. The Giants will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th. Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. The final quarter begins with this snap. Roethlisberger will slide here and end the play.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Roethlisberger with the give. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a 1st down. That's nice.
1st down coming up. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look now from under center. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. This long drive continues. The Giants take it from the 23. Has the grab. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Third down. Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Kobe Fleener comes up with the grab.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
They're going to run it right. Giants, touchdown. Rushing it in for his first score of the year.
No play can be absolutely perfect. The running back has to make somebody miss or break a tackle like this one. He breaks that tackle and it leads to a score.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Giants official who was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
Going to be a penalty here. And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block him.
Press coverage all the way. First down at the 17. They'll run it here. And that gains a few.
time for the hurry-up offense.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Surveys. Intercepted.
It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
They'll go ground. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. The snap will come at the 33. They need to get the play off. They'll go ground. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Outside now on the toss. New York Giants touchdown. And a second touchdown on the game.
Well, when you get good field position, it just makes it easy. There's not as much pressure on the offense. They take advantage of it. They march right down the field and get the score.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Coming to the line right at the 50. Rodgers from the shotgun. Looking at every option. Davante Adams makes the catch.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
He's tackled right at the 31. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. At the 31, here we go. Aaron Rodgers back off the line, shotgun formation from the gun. Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Packers snap it at the 31. Hightower takes him down.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun. Rodgers there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Curry takes down the quarterback.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz, and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Makes the reception. The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll throw it over the middle. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete. Lining up for a 35-yard field goal. That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snapping the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
Going for it on 4th down. The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. Rodgers back in shotgun formation. Dunbar on the receiving end. The ball is jarred loose. Player showing no restraint coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15.
A lot of times these late hits are called, and I feel for the defensive player. Not in this case. That was an easy call. A blatant late hit. It's worthy of 15 yards.
What a drive this has been. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Makes the grab. Touchdown.
That's a wonderful catch by the receiver, getting his first touchdown of his rookie year and making that catch. That is the first of many to come for him.
The Packers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that when you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The Giants have it at the 44. Handoff out of the I formation. The Packers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Giants take it from the 43. Wide to the left. He is brought down at the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the defensive unit. This is 3rd down. The give this time to the fullback. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. 3rd down after the penalty. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They hand it off to him again. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Giants decide to go for a run here on 3rd and long. And look, not second-guessing that play call. Not many in the playbook. In the passing game, they're going to pick up a 1st down. They go with the run. The defense is not fooled. And now they're going to have to punt.
He's going to try and return this punt. And gains about 1.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
The Packers offense comes onto the field for a last play or 2 before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field.
Now you start to get a little momentum going. You got the win last week, and you pick up another victory here today.
It's just awesome, isn't it? You know, athletes are incredible. Give them a little positive reinforcement like winning the football game. They believe in what they can do. The coaches believe in them, so they actually give them more opportunities. They trust them more, and that's how you get a winning streak going.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.